Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this YouTube video and welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know me, my name is Shaney and I'm a recent graduate, and also I will be starting my consulting graduate job within a month. So this channel is all about career, finance, faith, and this is exactly what this video is all about. In this video I'm going to talk about how the Lord gave me my dream graduate job within consulting, and I just want to share this testimony so that I can encourage you. And I'm not sure in what season you are and what you're doing, what your dream is, but if it's God's plan, it will happen. And I just want to encourage you that you should pray that within your heart you have the desires of God's heart for your life. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So back in university, I did a 4-year course, and in my 3rd year, I did a placement. And in that placement, I was working in the corporate world. So this is how I sort of like sensed what I wanted to do after I graduate. And this placement really helped me understand whether I like the environment, whether I like the industry, or what industry I wanted to go into. And by the end of my final year, I had a very clear idea what I wanted to do, and that was consulting. And in more specific, I wanted to do M&A, so this is mergers and acquisitions, so kind of like the financial side of consulting. I wanted to do it for a specific company that I knew was very hard to get into. Throughout the whole time, I knew that I wanted to do consulting, but I wasn't sure whether that would be the right fit for me because I wasn't like clicking completely. But September came around, and this was September 2020, so I had to take a gap year. So between my graduation in July of 2020 and up until now is August 2021, I took a gap year because I didn't graduate job. So I was like, I just need some job to be busy with so that I can keep my motivation up and I can keep on applying and not go crazy. So the Lord blessed me with like my gap year job. September came around, so this is September last year, and as I said, I knew what I wanted to do, I knew what I wanted to get into. So I had a list with companies that I wanted to apply for, and I had a strategy, and I started applying for jobs. As soon as applications started opening up, I was like, let's do it. Even though I felt prepared and I felt like I got it, the first probably 5 or 6 companies that I applied for, quick rejections. And I didn't allow that to stop me. Like I was like, I'm just going to persevere through the rejections. It's fine. I knew that it was not going to be a smooth ride. October came around, and in October, I was just walking to my flat, and I was listening to Elevation Church, and I was listening to that sermon, and the Lord gave me a word. And I was thinking at the time about my dream job, about this consulting M&A situation. And the Lord said, do it, but I'm not going to do it the way that you think I'll do it. And like literally immediately another thought came to my head. In the Bible where it says, my ways are not like your ways. I'm going to put the verse here. Oh my goodness, so true. Like literally. And as soon as I had this confirmation, I was like, Lord, whatever happens, I know that you're gonna do it. At the beginning of November, I think it was, I applied for another company. And this company was on my list because and I went into their careers website and I had a look, and there was this role because the company is very specific in terms of the people that I recruit. So a lot of engineers, a lot of architects, a lot of planners and stuff like that. And obviously I'm coming from a business management background. I relate, not that technical. So I was like, there is nothing suitable for me here. But I kept on looking and scrolling through our pages, and I saw this role that was project management consultant. And I was like, that's interesting. Let's have a look. I had a look at the job description. I was like, I really like this. I want to give it a try. I researched the application process. And I don't know, something clicked, and I was like, let's do it. And the good thing is that I knew someone that used to do a summer internship with that company. So I got in touch with them and I said, how was your experience? Did you enjoy the job? What's the culture like? Because I wanted to apply for companies that I knew them. Like, as I said in my first video, like I applied only for companies that I knew them, like serious applications. I actually saw myself in that company. I saw myself fitting into the role. So I made sure I talked to people, and this friend of mine like said, I love my time there and the hours are very good, people are so incredibly nice. So he referred me to somebody else who was working in the team that I was applying for. I'm in contact with this girl through LinkedIn, incredibly nice person. She gives me much more information, and then she refers me to somebody else who is literally directly doing the role that I'm applying for. Again, they were just so nice. Like the fact that this lady, she didn't know anything about me, referred me to somebody else who gave me even more information. Like even this, within the context of how busy these people are, was just a miracle. Everyone was very nice, and I was like, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna give it a go, because why not? And I was applying at the time, as I said, for other companies, and I was getting rejection. So I was like, these people are hiring, I feel like, a very specific targeted people, and I don't think that I fit that, but I'm just going to give it a go. I decided to apply, so I did my application, started applying for the job, and I needed more time because the application form was so long, so I wanted to make sure that everything is perfect. And I feel like even within this, the Lord just gave me time and heart to really fill it up to perfection. Literally gave me so much patience to do that. So what happened is I still needed time, and the application deadline got extended without me doing absolutely anything. It just got extended by a week. I was like, God, you're phenomenal. And at the time I didn't know, why is this happening? I had no idea. A few weeks roll by, and I get an email inviting me to complete a situational judgmental test. I did it within, I don't know, maybe like an hour. I submitted it, and on the 27th of November, I decided to randomly check my email. I see invited me for an assessment center. All right, I was freaking out. Like at the time, I was like, what are the chances? Like me, out of everyone, me. So I was super excited. The time I was going through my head, I was like, okay, Lord, such incredible opportunity to practice my interview skills, because I know that my dream job within M&A is going to open soon. At the time, the jobs were not opened yet. So I was thinking, Lord, you're so funny. I know that you're giving me this opportunity to practice my interview skills before my dream job opens up. Few days go by. It's time for the assessment center. The assessment center was broken down into 2 days. So first day was the group exercise, introduction to the people who were interviewing us. There was like the face-to-face individual interview. First day roll came around, and when the introductions started to happen, I was literally competing against people who had graduated from universities like Cambridge, Durham, what else? I don't know, I think Oxford, Lancaster, like all of them, almost all of them were with masters. And second of all of them had done like specific degree within the area that the company was doing work with. So whether that would be architecture or engineering or land economy. Like, Lord, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. It was my first assessment center for the cycle, so I was so excited. I was like, you know, I'm gonna make the most out of it. I'm gonna get to know people. I'm gonna enjoy my time here, and I'm gonna build connections. That's the best that I can do, and I'm going to be myself. I'm gonna give my 100% of me and see where it's going to go. The group exercise came around. I didn't perform well. Like, I knew I didn't do good, and from the moment that the group exercise finished, I knew that I'm not going to get the job. Like, I just felt this certainty that this job is not for me, and I'm not going to get it. Second day came around, and the second day was just when I had individual tasks, so I had to write like a report, and the second task was the individual interview. So I was interviewing with 2 professionals and I had such a great time getting to know these people. They were truly incredible. I did well at the interview, and the people were super friendly, and I feel like the second day changed everything for me. I just saw the company through a different lens, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. Like, I love this company so much now. But even that, I still felt like I'm not going to get the job because of the first day. So as soon as the second day finished, the lady said that we're going to hear within 24 hours whether we've received the job. So this was on a Thursday, and we said our goodbyes, and that was it. Friday came and go, Saturday and Sunday obviously don't work, Monday came and go, and then it was Tuesday. And mind you, like, I haven't heard anything by that time. And she said, if you've been rejected, you're going to receive an email. If you've been offered a job, we're going to give you a call. And I genuinely was refreshing my inbox because I knew that I'll get rejection. Like, I just knew it within my heart. But the interesting thing is, as soon as I finished that interview, I just felt in my heart that I got the job, even though I knew I won't get the job. I just felt like I'm not going to do another interview. I just felt so much at peace, which is so unexplainable, but this is what the Lord does. He just gives you such an incredible peace. On Tuesday evening, the lady called me. She said, "Hello, Senora, hope you're doing well. It's X calling from X company, and I wanted to let you know that unfortunately, you haven't received a job." And I was like, that's completely fine. Thank you so much for letting me know. I had the best time, and it truly was. I was so positive, and I just accepted that with smile, and I kept on afterwards applying for other jobs, and I kept on waiting for my dream job within M&A to open because the roles had still not opened at the time. And it was around beginning of February when my dream job within M&A, the roles opened, and I was like, whoa, 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 Lord, I see it. If it's finally here, it's happening, I am offline. I prepared my application form, submitted it, and I knew that the waiting process for my dream job would take very long because I think there are like 5 or 6 stages. So I knew they would take so long, so I just had to be patient in my application form, and I started waiting. Meantime, it was around February. I get a call from this lady from the company that said no, and she said, so things have changed and there was additional sign-off for one more graduate to join our program, and we immediately thought of you, and we wanted to call you and see whether you'd like to join us. I was shocked. Even now saying the story, says, do you want to join us? Do you want a job? And I was like, I was shocked. I didn't expect it at all. Like, oh my goodness, like, I was thinking to myself, I need to pray, I need to talk to people, I need to think, like, I can't just give you an answer now. And I said, okay, can you give me a few days to think about it? She said, yeah, I can give you until end of Monday. And she was very helpful in giving me the chance to speak with someone from the team to understand more about the role. And I had the weekend to think about it. Immediately when I hung up the phone with her, I called my friends who work in corporate world, my ex-colleague who works in corporate world and who just gave me so much advice, my career advisor that knows me so well, obviously my family, my people from church, and I just needed as much advice as possible so that I could make the right decision, because my brain was so foggy and I just needed extra people to tell me their view on the situation, because you know what the Bible says, between the multitude of counselors there is wisdom. All of them just said, you must be crazy not to take this opportunity, like, you must be crazy. Prayed about it, and I said to the Lord, if that's where you want me to be, I want you to give me absolute eternal peace, the peace that only you can give me. I want you to give me that peace, and I want you to give me the peace during and after the call that I was going to have with the lady that was going to give me more details about the role and what I would be doing. On Monday, I get the call from this lady, and I have my questions prepared. She's telling me about her experience, and literally every single question that I asked her, it was like tick, 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 tick. I was like, Lord, like, that's it. Like, I hung up the phone and I said, thank you, Jesus, because this was answered prayer. I had eternal, beautiful peace, and I just felt his hand on all of that, and I was like, that's you, Jesus, like, that's you, this is where you want me to be. And I just gave my whole trust in him, and obviously I still don't know what's gonna happen, but I trust him, and I said yes to the job. And it was honestly the best decision I think I've ever made in my life, because it was with God, because it was something that he ordained for me to happen. It was exactly the way that he said it. First of all, he gave me a job that I didn't even think I need, because I thought that my dream job was something that was completely different. He gave me something that I'll be good at, something that completely matches my skill set, and now my wish for career progression. And not even that, but his word came to pass. And I just want to encourage you, because our God is so faithful. Like, you know what the Bible says, like, the plans that has for our lives are good, and he has great plans for each one of your lives. Like, if you just surrender to him and trust him and give your life to him, he'll carry you. Like, you don't have to live life alone. Like, you can do it with him, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So yeah, he's a faithful father. And yeah, this is how he gave me my dream job. Like, that's actually my dream job. It wasn't the M&A job. It wasn't the job that the world told me I should do, or I thought that it was cool to do, or prestigious to do. It was the job that the Lord prepared for me. He literally changed people's minds so that they can insert me into the company. I just wanted to share my testimony because he's done incredible work in my life, and he's just putting me into places that I never thought I'd be able to be at. And it's just beautiful. And he wants this, he can do the same for you as well, if you just trust him, and if you just reach out and say, hey Lord, I'm here. So yeah, I hope that this has encouraged you. That's going to be my best job that I'll be ever doing, and it's not because I got accepted or someone chose me. It was because the Lord ordained it, because his hand was on the whole thing, because of his grace, because he opened this door for me, and his grace is on this whole situation. He made it happen. So yeah, I just want to encourage you, and I pray that this encourages you, and I pray that you find peace knowing who our God is and what he can do, not only for me but for you as well. He is a beautiful God, and he cares for every single thing in your heart, every single desire that you have, and he knows what you need that you might not even know you need it. Because this is what happened with me. I didn't know I want this job or needed this job, but he knew what I needed before I even asked him. So yeah, you know what the Bible says, there are a lot of desires in man's heart, but God's will persevere. So yeah, I just want to encourage you. I hope this spoke to you, and I hope that it has encouraged you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you in my next one.